Hi guys. I think I need to find something to hold my mic. So one sec. I wonder if you can hear me. Nice. Okay. So this angle looks really good. Okay, I'll do it again. I'm kind of nervous, so let me just have a little bit of matcha. And then I'll go again. Okay, that's it. Oh my god, that's so good. That's such good matcha. Okay, I'm good. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I uploaded my first video yesterday, and as I was watching it back, I actually said that I was going to do an introduction of myself. After watching it, after editing it and then posting it, that's when I actually realized that I never did. I never did the introduction. So that's going to be the point of this video, is to give a bit of background, a bit of context to kind of let you know who I am, what I'm about, where I am, and where I want to go. Well, actually, I don't know if we're going to go all that deep, but let's start anyway. My name is Jamela. Welcome to Ella's channel. Okay, so we get that out of the way. So I guess I should start from the very beginning. I was born in the 90s. I'm not going to tell you the year. A lady never tells you her age, but I really don't care about my age. I was born in the Philippines, and I stayed there for the first 7 years of my life. And then my parents, who were currently working in Saudi Arabia, brought me with them there for a couple of years. And then I decided, when I was in third year, I was like, I want to go home because I don't want to learn Arabic. Big mistake. I should have stayed. I should have learned. That definitely could have added to my points for the leaving cert. But who was I to know that I was going to need that for the leaving cert? I didn't even know I was going to end up in Ireland. I went back home to the Philippines and I stayed there for a couple of years. At that time, my mom was in a transition to move over and move here to Ireland in Europe. Whoa. I didn't even know that a country called Ireland existed, but I was really excited when my mom told me that we are moving to Ireland where Westlife is from. Oh my god, I couldn't believe that I was going to be in the same country as Westlife. I was the biggest Westlife fans ever. Like walking along in the street and I'll be able to see Shane or Mark or Nikki or Brian or Kian and just be like, hi. But no, it's not like that. Ireland is small, but it's not that small. Okay? My mom was here first initially for a year before my dad and I came. I do remember it being very cold. It was cold, and the first time that we rode the Dublin bus, I remember I was like, "Oh my god, it's a double decker. What the heck?" And my mom always told me that like like euro coins, would always be just on the floor of the bus, and you can always just pick it up. So in my head, because I'm young, my imagination's wild. I thought she meant that there'd just be like a mountain of coins on the floor of the bus. So I was like, when we got in the bus, like, Mom, where are the coins? But really, what she meant that sometimes there might be a cent or a 2 cent coin, or if you're lucky, a 10 cent, 20 cent, or 50 cent coin will be on the floor and you'll be able to pick it up. That's what she meant. So that was my first big disappointment. But it's okay. I forgave her for that. I started my fifth class here and I went to this really nice school in Blackrock. Yeah, I was really nervous because I didn't speak any English. I was actually really lucky because when I started my fifth class, I had two Filipino girls that were there as well. And yes, I can confirm that they're still my best friends up to this day. Best friends. We call it secondary school here. I was separated from my two best friends. So I was like, oh my god, how am I going to survive my first year? But luckily, and I made my other best friends. Parents came here. She was from South Africa. Sometimes I know I forget to reach out, but life is lifing right now. But a couple more Filipino girls came in up until when it was like 6 years, there was like 10 of us. So it's crazy. But I'm also really happy and I can confirm that we're all like good friends right now. course, everyone's having babies. Some people are married. Um, some people have houses, which is crazy to think. We're all adulting in this life. We were all just kids playing basketball and hockey together. But yeah, life is lifing. Oh yes, I was saying leaving cert. So my aim was I wanted to be a doctor. God, because I'm Asian, and all Filipinos and Asians in general, they just want their kids to either be nurses or I don't know, engineers or lawyers. There's really high paying jobs that are so high up. But unfortunately, I didn't get enough points. So, oh my gosh, was I disappointed when we got the points? I was like, oh my god, no college is gonna accept me. Like, you literally can't go to college if you have bad points. I was just embarrassed and I was sad that I was like, oh my god, I'm so dumb. But anyway, it all worked out fine. Anyway, so I got into psychology. I also went to college with one of my original best friends. Thinking back now, I feel really thankful that my parents were able to send me to a good college and to be able to provide for me. But and all that because girl, if I had my own kids now and they have to go to college and have to pay like 5 grand a year for them to go to college plus whatever else they need to spend, girl, I don't know. So I'm thankful. Thanks mom, thanks dad. So I graduated. Oh my god, I graduated college with honors. Even though I didn't get the points, I got the honors degree, girl. So then I decided to take a year off because I was like, oh my god, am I really gonna be a psychologist? It takes you a couple of years, or probably everywhere else. You have to do in your practice hours or your hours to be able to actually start like earning from it. And I was like, oh my god, I can't do this. So I didn't know what to do. I decided I needed to do a master's. I had to move to Cork, and that was my first sign of independence. Oh my gosh. And oh my gosh, baby, was it fun. So my parents are really strict, right? Really allowed to go out too much, go out clubbing, go out drinking during college. So this was my first sign of independence, and I took advantage of that. I was living by myself with a friend, working as a hotel receptionist in one of the big hotels over there. And I made lots of friends over there, and we would go out after work, go drinking. And in Cork, it was so safe at the time. And I was able to walk from town to where I was living if I really wanted to. And it would only take me maybe 20 minutes if I wanted to save money, or like a tenner if I wanted to take the taxi home. So it was really handy, able to take a couple of trips out of the country. That's when I actually started to go traveling as well, using my own money. But of course, I have to go back to reality. And I was like, what am I going to do? What am I doing here? So, what? No, I don't know if I can say that. Hotel I was working at, that's where I met my future husband. No. Honestly, at that time, I wasn't really looking for anything because I just got out of a really long term relationship and I was like, oh my God, I just want to be alone. I want to enjoy my life. And one of my best friends was also single at the time, where so it was kind of like our time to shine, our time to do us, single us. But you know what they say, when you're not looking for it, it just comes. Oh my God. Yeah. So he came into my life. I somehow ended up and became a corporate girly. So right now I work in finance. I am not an accountant, but so yeah, I've been a corporate girly for the last, I'd say, I think 5, 6 years, and it's been good. I just want to experiment, but also, I'll be honest, I'll be all cringe and gay and whatever. But I also want to work on myself to be able to gain more confidence and better my skills of storytelling, presenting, public speaking, because I am a proper introvert. Now, my social battery just goes low really fast. But also, I think I'm at that point in my life where I just know the kind of people that I want to surround myself with, the kind of social situations that I can tolerate, and the kind of small talk that I can tolerate, basically, that it is. I just hate the small talk. Anyway, I've been blabbing on for too long and saying too much about my life that you probably don't care. But if you're still here watching until the end, thank you so much. And I hope to see you in the next one. And if you like this video, you know what to do. I don't have to tell you what to do. So, thanks, guys. Bye.